All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started here with head coach Sandy Brondello. If you have a question for coach, go ahead and raise your hand, and we'll get you unmuted and called on. We'll go ahead and start with Paul Richardson, followed by Jeff Metcalf.
Coach, obviously the season didn't end the way you wanted to, but this team has been through a lot and have been so tough. Reflecting back a little bit now, what can you take from this team and just how far they got?
I'm extremely proud. I don't think I've been as proud of a team as I have with this one. Amount of adversity that we had to face, coming in the bubble included, and losing players and just having to pick up players just to have enough players to play. But it brought us closer together. So our chemistry grew, and so I can learn a lot from this year. And what we need to do moving forward. And but look, I loved these players. They're talented, but without character, you're not going to get anywhere in sport or life. And these ladies are high character, and we stayed together. We were close fist, and we competed, and just the ball. We had opportunities tonight, but so credit to Minnesota. They made the plays when they needed to, but disappointed but proud. I think we can. I think we can grow on what we've shown this year, and looking forward.
We'll go Jeff Metcalf, followed by Doug Feinberg.
The play you called at the very end when they missed the free throws, and you didn't need a three-pointer there, it just made more sense to try to go down low and work that play for Turner?
No, not really. It was supposed to, go. We had trying to get Dinah in that red screen, obviously Sky took it on one-on-one. So, it's never a bad option, but it was actually going to go back to Diana and see from there. But, sometimes in a game, you got to take what the defense gives you. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, it didn't work tonight. It worked the other night. And, it is what it is. And like I said, but that didn't decide the game. There was other calls. I thought some calls went against us, some shots that we missed. They made shots. They came out strong from that third quarter too. So they're the things. It's not the last shot that lost us or won us the game.
We'll go Doug Feinberg, followed by Brendan Clean.
Sandy, you kind of mentioned it, but I mean, obviously the window for you guys is not closing as far as being a title contender, because you have next year, you get hopefully BG back, and you have Skylar in the system a little more. I mean, just talk about how the future is bright for you guys, despite obviously tonight's loss.
Yeah, no, it is, Doug. And I think, as I said, look, disappointed but encouraged from what we saw this year with the adversity, how we can play the game. I think, the development of Brianna Turner, we know she's a defensive player, and then she was, she's going to keep growing offensively. I think Kia Vaughn, what a great pickup. The key for us is just keeping our key pieces together and then see how we can grow. But look, Dinah's not retiring anytime soon. The way that she's playing, just fantastic. But you said it. We just got to find, putting BG and then, get Bria Hartley back and other pieces around it, and then just, coming out and growing, continue to develop from what we did this year in the second part of the year. We showed we're good enough to beat anyone in the league. It's just so we've, we should. I think our future is very bright. We've got a good mixture of veterans and also younger players coming through, which you need obviously with the salary cap. So. I'm disappointed, but, I'm excited for the future with what this organization can do.
We'll go over to Brendan Clean, followed by Jeff Metcalf.
Cindy, on Tuesday against Washington, we saw Skylar respond in the second half and really kind of lead that comeback that you guys put together. What do you think happened that made it so we didn't see that same kind of bounce back on her part, and just sort of kind of, I guess, the team as a whole, the offense as a whole?
Yeah, look, obviously that can happen at times. Sky, she'll stand aggressive. We believe in Sky, and that's not going to change. The shots just weren't falling. I think she should have got some calls on those drives to the basket, and they were covering her quite well. So credit to Minnesota in that. And it's disappointing. She wanted to win so bad, but it's okay. We'll learn from that and move forward. That should motivate her for the next year, because she's really made a lot of progress with us. And I think she's playing high level basketball, and some days the ball just doesn't go in. But I thought, I still, we're going to live and die by our best players, and that's what we did.
We'll go over to Jeff Metcalf.
You put Shea in the starting lineup, and it worked well. against Dangerfield and in the first half. When she couldn't come back there, after trying in the third quarter, how much difference do you think that made on particularly the defensive end?
It hurt us. I mean, you saw what Shea could do, and that's the part of her game where it's really strong. I mean, it hurt us. We were another player down. She couldn't go back in the game. I couldn't put her back in, but her health is what's most important. But we missed her. Maybe we could have got another a stop here and there, but maybe we could have done it a little bit Dangerfield and Sims really played really good basketball and made the shots. And credit to them, really good players.
We'll go a couple more, Brendan, followed by Jeff to wrap us up.
Sandy, we've seen Sims do this. She was an all-star last year. Obviously, Dantas is a well-known player at this point too. But for Dangerfield, a small player like that, I mean, what is it about her that allows her to get to the rim and score like she can, and what made it so hard to contain her tonight?
Size should never be an issue in the play. Now, obviously, we did look at her, but we had so many point guards. But she's got a heart. She's got a big heart. She's skilled. I know in Connecticut they don't run a lot of pick and rolls, but she's pretty good at pick and rolls, but great at isolations. She believes in herself, and that's sometimes the biggest challenge. You got to come in and know that you belong in this league. And she was a hard guard. We tried to get a little bit more aggressive there, and sometimes we weren't forcing back to the screen. We had a few little breakdowns. We had breakdowns when we weren't crowding her the way we're supposed to. And that's a little fatigue setting in too. But, credit to Dangerfield. I mean, she's a tough guard. She got down. She made some really tough shots for him and changed the momentum for him in that second half.
We'll go one final question. Go ahead, Jeff.
You love basketball for what happened on Tuesday night, and to a degree you hate basketball for what happened tonight. Is it just, how can you sort of encapsulate those two finishes?
It's sport, isn't it? It's great when you win and it's terrible when you lose. But we're disappointed, and of course, but the girls should be holding their heads high. I don't think anyone. I'm not sure if you guys all thought us would get this far with the team that we had, but we stayed together, we stuck together, we played together, we had fun. It's disappointing, but I'd rather be looking forward to preparing for that next round in the semi-finals. But I'll be a little sad for a few days and then just plan for the future. I think we've got a lot of great pieces now. We just got to keep adding to it and make sure that we put us in itself in a better position to actually win another championship next year.
All right, thanks, Sandy.
Thanks.